All right. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good to see you all here. Brian, are you where you can jump on the video too, or that always helps? Ups, the Lost Stagmar.
I am finishing breakfast in the US.
Well, that's all right. Billy's on video too,
so I will be back.
Okay, no worries. All right, so today is Monday, October the 10th, as we quickly start winding down the year 2022. Hopefully you guys are putting things into place to be able to grow your business looking at 2023. If you haven't started looking ahead at 2023, you need to start doing that now. The fourth quarter is always the time to start planning for the first quarter of the next year. That means, doing your business planning, doing, maybe trying some new things, looking at different ways of marketing. And that's why we've been covering Canva and YouTube for the last couple of weeks. We did an intro to Canva and YouTube together. Then last week we did a deeper dive into Canva. And today we're going to take a little bit deeper dive into YouTube because, these are tools that are in your toolbox that are not costly at all to be able to utilize and start growing your business even more than what you're doing now, and doing it without breaking the bank. I think most of us on here have spent a fair amount of money marketing themselves and trying to find new leads and new business, and it can be very frustrating. And so what I'm finding is that YouTube is generating organic leads for us. Not in huge quantities just yet. I mean, it's not like what we do on Facebook with our ads and paying for them. We're getting an abundance of leads through Facebook, but we are starting to get organic leads through YouTube. And I'm just like still at the very early stages of having this channel up and going full steam. So I would imagine that, into 2023, we're just going to see all kinds of business coming from YouTube. Why is that important? Well, YouTube is owned by Google. And so when people are actually searching, our YouTube videos are showing up in their searches, the response from Google to whatever it is that they're asking or looking for. And so by doing that, now what we're doing is we're attracting people that are actually looking for something versus a Facebook ad where people are just scrolling and they say, oh, that's a pretty house. Let me click on this and I'll give my false information and see what I can find out about it. And some of it is legitimate. We've gotten even just in the last week or so, we've gotten several good leads from Facebook, and we're in the process of working them. But generally, those leads take a little bit longer. I've got one last night that actually, I don't know where he came from. He came in last night. It came from YouTube, and he was on our site, and he favorited a small commercial property. So I'm like, okay. So I'm going to give him a call this morning and find out what his deal is and what he's looking for, and try to line him up. But I can see the source right in my database. It says the source is YouTube. So that means he clicked on the link in my description, and that brought him to our website, which is tied to our database. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to share with you what we're doing on our channel. And, I have been learning this for the last few months, and I'm learning it from people that are doing it and, doing million plus GCI in their business, and they're not spending any money on advertising, and they're getting it all through YouTube. So I see how it works. And I've got a long way to go myself. But each video that I make is getting better, and I'm learning about the different types of videos that need to be still created and uploaded into YouTube. And I'm going to try to share those with you. I actually have a list of the top 5, and it just reminded me I forgot to get that out, and I've got it I've got it in my book here. I'll try to dig it out as we go into. So let me share my screen with you. Is anybody using YouTube yet?
I have one, but I haven't uploaded anything.
Okay. All right. Well, I know, Ellie, you've been doing a lot of social media, and I think you've done a number of videos. So those videos can be a great start to your YouTube channel. Okay, and it doesn't have to be much. Look, when I first got started, my goal was to just get 50 videos done, and so most of them were going through model homes, maybe just doing a short video on local businesses, and I got to 50 pretty quick, and then I haven't stayed consistent, but I don't even know how many videos I've got now, but you guys will see. But that's where you just start with what you've got. In fact, in this process, I've gone back through my phone and I'm scrolling, I'm looking at all the videos on my phone. I'm like, all right, which videos will make a good short, might make a good reel, might be able to take and piece together. I know I did a lot down in Golden Oak, and right, is that it? Golden Oak? Yeah, some years ago when I was a broker, and we'd make trips there. So I had a lot of pictures. I didn't really have much in video, but I've taken those pictures and kind of turned it into a video. And so you can do that with, if you've been to Broker Opens, been to model homes, and you've taken a lot of pictures, you can just simply create a video from that, and just, upload that to YouTube. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. There we go. All right. I don't know why it does this, but last time I did this, I was able to see you guys on my one screen, and now today I can't see you at all.
Hit your view.
What's that?
Your view.
Well, that's where
View
yeah.
options. You got your view options at the top.
Yeah, so I've got my let's see, I'm looking at the more button. Whoops, come on. Show video panel. There we go. All right. All right, so now I can at least see you guys and see who's paying attention.
It's tough on a holiday Monday morning.
Yeah.
I know, I need more coffee today.
Oh, hey, Jen Charisse, how you doing? Glad you can make it. All right, so you guys should be able to see my YouTube channel, or our YouTube channel. You'll have to excuse me if I say mine. It's just because I'm always working on this thing, but it's ours. Valerie and I, we do everything together. Now this is your header on. This is a special size header that I actually had made up in Fiverr, but you can make this in Canva as well. What you need to know is that this header has different sizes, and if you make it in Canva, you want to make it to the big size, but you want to make sure that what you want here is, has got the information you want, because the bigger size, I don't know if you've watched YouTube on your TV at all, but when you watch YouTube and you pull up a channel like this header becomes full screen. So you'll have to, you can put some other things in there, and I don't really think I can show you that easily here. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it, but that's when you create the header, that's what it's important that you create it for. I think you have to create it for 3 or 4 different platforms. And if you hire somebody at Fiverr to do it for you, I mean, they'll know exactly what they need to do and the dimensions and stuff. But when I was playing around with it, I created, this is my other channel, and I created this one. it took a little bit of time to play with it a little bit, but this will be full screen. And I have other things that are up top and down below, so that if somebody watches this on TV, they'll see more stuff on the image. So now this channel, I haven't really done a whole lot to it all. I've got more videos that are uploaded. They're just not public yet. And I'll share that with you here on this channel. But you can see as you go to my channel, all right, if you were somebody that just came on and went to our channel, this video would pop up and start playing automatically. This is kind of like our welcome video, and this is one of the very first videos I created with the intention of putting on YouTube. So as you can see, it's been seeing 126 views, but it's 8 months ago. It's 8 months ago. So people may not come directly to the channel. If they do, that's what they'll see. But a lot of times what people are doing is they're finding an individual video and they're watching that video. These are shorts. YouTube is now doing shorts. So anything that's a minute or less, you want to shoot in a vertical, in a vertical sense on your phone, so that they show up, which are also good for reels, right? All of these videos that I did here for the shorts were all also reels on Facebook.
Look at your faces.
Yeah. Well, see these. Yeah. These you're kind of limited. I could do, actually I think I have I think I did some thumbnails on these, but they don't show up in the shorts like they do in the other videos. So, but that's okay. You want to, I think you can set it up where you start at a particular point. Let me go ahead and
hit a 40-year high. Now, if you're thinking about buying a home,
you know
this
what?
news may make you wonder if you.
What I've got to do is I got to go into, if I want to edit it, I've got to go into editor, and I'll do that in just a minute. I mentioned last time we talked about YouTube about using TubeBuddy. Okay, and as you can see, the TubeBuddy icon is here, and the Channelytics is also part of TubeBuddy. And so I can click on Channelytics. Now, YouTube has an analytical tool as well, but I kind of like having the Channelytics from TubeBuddy because it all kind of works together, and it gives me indicators on how my site and my individual videos are going. So you can see over the lifetime, so over the last 8 months, I've had 3,720 views. The last 30 days was 749 views, with 11 different videos were viewed in the last 30 days. And you can see I have spikes. Now this spike was September 17th, so it was probably a email blast that went out to my database. And so I had a number of people click on the email, the links in the email going to the videos that I put out that week. Or it could have been, from their text, right? When I send a newsletter out each week, my email version has, here's at the top, here's the latest video. And then down below it is, in case you missed it, are the 3 previous videos. So there's 4 videos on each email that goes out. But I get more traffic from text, and the text just has the most recent video and brief description, hoping that they'll go ahead and click on it and go watch the video. And so as you can see this, so there's it's a little bit up and down. I didn't get as much traffic on my last email, and then I didn't get one out this week. I'm kind of overdue to get another email out. You can see it kind of drops down. So it gives me an idea of the visitors coming to the site as a whole. And then I can go, you can see your views. And so I can pull up this the video, and what will happen here is it's going to load up my analytics for this video. So this video has been seen 76 times. I've gotten 4 likes. Hold on a second. Well, what's really important to note is that I have an SEO score of 100. I can't get any better SEO on this particular video. All right, so that's a good thing, right? And what's important for SEO is how you name the video. And the video that you upload, you want to try to name the video itself as close to the title of the page as you can. And then having the text within the video is another bonus. What I haven't figured out yet, nobody could answer me, was this video was shot with Big View. And Big View puts the text on the screen, the closed captions on the screen. So I just don't know if that is as effective as letting YouTube put the captions on the screen. Because if YouTube puts the captions on the screen, YouTube knows all the words that's part of that video. If it comes from Big View, I don't know if YouTube knows all the words, right? Nobody's been able to answer that for me. But that's a big deal, right? Because YouTube and then Google is going to index all of those words. So when people are asking for certain things, you know, that's what's going to come up in response to their request. Does that make sense? So, but, you know, some of these videos are being found organically because of that SEO score and because I'm using the right words, you know, so they can be found. So this is just, you know, this is my home page. It's broken down by my shorts. These are my latest uploads. And then I have different playlists. And we'll talk about the playlists in a little bit, but you can do whatever you want with playlists. I've just kind of learned a new trick myself on utilizing the playlist. But let's go ahead and take a look now at the YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is where you get to make this stuff happen. So it's giving me the latest video performance here. So as you can see, it's giving me, this is the YouTube channel analytics. Okay, for the latest video in the channel. But what we want to do is we want to go here. This is our dashboard. I typically will go to content. Now I can show you the playlist. Playlists are here. And this shows you the different playlists that I have. And the way that I use those, I'll put these videos in different categories. And sometimes videos will be in multiple categories. So let's take a look here at these top two. These top two were recently created in Big View. And what I learned with Big View is I can record a video and then I can upload it directly to YouTube. But the part I don't like is that when it gets uploaded to YouTube, it immediately goes to public. And if you take a look at this video, it's like, okay, so it's been uploaded, it went public, but there's no information. There's no description. There's just the title of the video as the title of the page. And, you know, there's no tags. So there's no SEO done. There's nothing done to make this video a finished product. So what I did was I said, okay, well, look, I don't have time to do anything with it this moment. So I just went ahead and made it private so that nobody sees it but me. And the same with this one here. These are both the same video, but I had uploaded them two different ways, and because I was also testing the system out. And this one I just made unlisted. So so if it's private or unlisted, the only way somebody can find it is if you sent them a link. So if you want to create a video and you want somebody else to be able to take a look at it and give you know, thoughts on how it was, whether it's finished or not, whether you need to do anything, You can create that private or unlisted link and just send them the link. Then only they can see that video. Now I have videos here that I put in for a particular buyer. So I may want to say, you know what? I've got these several videos. There's actually, I think, 10 of them, but I was going to go ahead and click on a few of them. As you click on the boxes, you got this menu bar that drops down. So I've selected 6. Now I can say, you know what? Yeah, I want to edit all 6. So now I can change the title. I can change the description. I can change the text. I can do a lot of different things and do it all in bulk. Okay, so that way, you know, what I found is that batching what I do with videos is really important. It saves me a lot of time. And so I do try to batch things. I try to create several videos. I try to upload them all at one shot. And then I'll go in and try to edit them and get them set up and turn them public. I may not, if I upload 5 or 6, I may not make all 5 or 6 public at the same time, but I can do everything else with them at the same time and then just go back in. I can even schedule them to go public at a particular time. Now, in this case here, I could also choose to add these. These are all in one playlist called Property Walkthroughs. You know, and that's because that's what it was. It was a property walkthrough on behalf of the buyer. I'm not sure if I want to continue to keep these yet or not. If I don't, I can just go ahead and whoops, I don't want to change the title. Let's see. I know I can delete them all. I think it's here on the more actions. Yeah, so I can either, you know, I mean, if I had uploaded to YouTube and I deleted them off my laptop, I can go ahead and re-download these if I want to work on them and try to do something different. Or I could say, you know what, I'm done with these videos. You know, prefer to keep my inventory of videos cleaner. So let's go ahead and delete these. I might decide that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just make these private, right? I'm going to keep the videos in there. You never know, you know, when I might go back to Lake Apopka Sound and somebody wants something on a particular home. I've already got these videos shot. Maybe I'll just make them private and just bring them back out if I ever need them in the future. So I have a lot of options that I can do with that. So let's take a look at this video here. Let's go ahead. We're going to make an edit here of this video. As you can see, all these videos have been edited and published. And you get down here. This one was published, but it's private. But these here are in draft. And these are all Bella Cleaner videos that I still wanted to get put together and get out there. So here's a Bella lifestyle. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on this pencil here and do an edit. And so I'm like, okay, so what am I going to say here? Well, I've already got one Bella Kalina video that I've used. So I'm going to go up here because TubeBuddy gives me this option to be able to reuse details. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to look for the Bella Kalina. Here we go. So I've got 2 other Bella Kalina videos that I've published. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this one here. And I'm like, oh, what do I want to reuse? I got the title, description, the playlist, the tags, video language, all this I can use, or I can pick and choose. But I'm like, well, geez, you know, I know that this video is already doing well. I'm going to go ahead and just reuse everything. But what I might do is, let's see, this one is more, well, it's probably not so much the spa. I forget what was in this video, but I'll just go ahead and change it a little bit. But it is basically the clubhouse and grounds. I've got luxury at its finest. I might add Bella Kalina. I may go ahead and put Montverde, Florida. Now, there's something in YouTube that says that they recommend, now I don't know if it's YouTube or YouTube Buddy, but they recommend, 70 characters or less on your title. I don't know why, but that's right now I'm at 79. I'm going to go ahead and leave it. But to optimize, they recommend 70 or less. So now all this description is here.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
I went to the selling new home construction at Bella Colina, and they were going over facts about it, just for an aside. And where is Bella Colina, the community, located?
It's in Bella Colina. It's known as Bella Colina. I get that. Yeah, that's yeah. I've been to the same class.
They were like, it's not Montverde. I was like, oh, they're getting really upset.
Yeah, they are. But you do a search for Bella Colina, it's coming up as Montverde. So it's you want to include. I think it's still important if you want to be found. The odds are that get Montverde put in there. I think that's still an important part of it, because Bella Colina is not recognized on the map as its own city or entity. You might find it, by searching, but it's still, when I did some searching on that, and everything that was coming up was Bella Colina in Montverde. And so I continue to use that. You may decide not to. If you want to do some marketing of Bella Colina, look, I think that people are going to be searching for Bella Colina as its own name, and that might be absolutely fine. So, but yeah, I know that they're making a big stink over it. But anyway, back to this one. So what I have is from this point right here, where I say, wow, the Orlando real estate market 2022 is in full is full of surprises. From this point down is all repeated. Every single video has got all of that text. And as you can see, you can use up to 5,000 characters. I'm usually right up in there, maximizing out the characters, because that's what they're using. So these things have all got, all the information that I want people to know. It repeats. And what I do is, from this point up, this is what I put as a description that is unique to that particular video. And then once I get done with that description, I would go ahead and upload a thumbnail. I could use one of these videos as a thumbnail. I could use that golf course shot. Maybe I want to just go ahead and use the Bella Colina logo, but typically I'm going to upload a thumbnail. I'm not going to do that today because we're really short on time, but I would typically upload a thumbnail, and then I would go ahead and create the playlist. So by default, because I reuse the information on the other one, I've got Orlando area home tours. I also have luxury homes, but what I just recently added was Bella Colina. I want a playlist of just Bella Colina. And here's why. Because I realized this when I sent out Twin Lakes. I've got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 videos on Twin Lakes. And so I sent out just the one video and hope that they're going to go ahead and click in and go to the others. And then I realized that, wow, if I send a link to the playlist, it's going to play those videos from the first video and continue playing unless they stop it, and just go from one video to the next that's in that playlist. So what I did was, for Bella Colina, I created a playlist. So now when I put Bella Colina into my newsletter, I'm going to include the playlist for Bella Colina, and then it's going to just, all those videos will be there. And I will strategically place the videos. I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 Bella Colina videos. I will strategically place them in an order that hopefully they will continue to go through each of the videos. So you got your playlist, and then you've got your tags. All my tags that were used on the other one were all brought over. Again, you got 500 spaces you can use. I've used 494 of the 500, so I'm maxing it out. It does give you, this is from TubeBuddy, it gives you suggestions on other keywords to be able to use. This is sorted by relevance. You can also do it by keyword score. So they're giving me a keyword score of 100 for using mortgage rates today. Well, that's probably being searched a lot right now. Housing market 2022 gets a 99. Now it's probably being searched quite a bit right now. So I may want to go ahead and say, well, you know what? I want to add those two in here. But if I do that, that'll put me over to 500. So I got to go in here and figure out, well, which ones do I want to remove? And then I'll take a couple out. So you can play with that and be able to get that where you want to be in the SEO. The categories that you put this in, you know, I've got people in blogs because there's really, I mean, you can do a how-to and style, I guess, but there's, you know, there isn't a category for housing. So I've just kind of chose people in blogs. So, and then there's a few other things that I just leave as you know, as a default. That's just whatever, you know, whatever it came as, just leave that alone. It does check. You can add an end screen, you can add cards. I don't really have these set up because most of my videos have been done by, you know, a guy at Fiverr. So he puts an end screen on for me, but this gives you an option here. If you end a video, what do you want to put on there? And a common one is one like this one here. So what it'll do is it's going to say, okay, well, what do you want to put on there? So you'll have to import a, you'll have to tell it what video you want to go in next. See, this one by default went to the most recent upload. And then let's see. You can choose a specific video if you go here. So I can choose and say, you know what, I want to go ahead and give the Orlando market update. And then now it can choose, you know, best for the viewer, because as you know, everybody's been on YouTube, right? You've gotten that suggestion of, hey, here's your next view. If you stay on the channel, this is what you're going to see next. So this takes a little bit of time to play with, but this is not as important. This is kind of like that next step after you get going in YouTube. So I wouldn't worry too much about it right now. All right. I'm going to discard my changes because I really don't want to have that on there. And then you can add an end card as well. Again, we'll get into that at another time due to time constraints here. You can add the subtitles. But when you add the subtitles, you got to go ahead and actually, you know, upload the text. So if you have the script, great. If you don't, you'll have to, you know, type it all in. So I haven't done that yet. Like I said, I've got Big View that will take care of that for me. So I'll go next. It does check it for copyrights. So like on this one, it's got some music. I've got a red check here. The music in the background has got a copyright on it. You can still use it. You just can't use it to monetize yourself. So, so that's fine. And now my visibility, do I want to set it as private, unlisted, or public? I would typically go public, or I can schedule it. Okay. And I might schedule it, you know, I might, like I said, I try to do these in batches. So I might come in and set up 5 and, you know, set it up for the next week. But I'm going to go ahead and just make this one private because I got to come back in and really make it the way that I want to. I just didn't want to take the time to do that here. It takes a little bit more time. So I'll hit save. And so now that video is published. Where did that sucker go? That's okay. So it's down here. So it's published, but it is private. All right. One of the things that'll make your life easier is, well, first of all, using TubeBuddy. As you can see, I've got TubeBuddy set up. They give me, for my account, I've got the pro account. So I'm paying for that. The pro account starts at $3.99 a month. I think I paid $47.88 for a full year, you know, to save a little bit of money. But the guys I'm learning from, they're, you know, they use these higher end programs, but I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to just dive all in and start paying all that money. I'm going to get things going first, and then I'm going to grow with the program. I'm not going to just try to do it all right now, because it's a lot to learn, right? You got to figure all this stuff out. But it gives me the, you know, on my second account, it gives me almost everything that I get with the first account. And as you see, what's grayed out, those don't come with the pro account, but that's okay. I don't need all that stuff. It's giving me what I need, you know, because I'm using it mainly for the keywords, you know, for the SEO and to be able to analyze. Now, the next level up, I can actually take somebody else's site that's doing really well and do a comparison from their site to my site, and they'll tell me what I need to do to be just as good as them. So I'm just not there yet. I'm more concerned with doing my own thing and kind of figuring everything out. And as I get into more of a rhythm, I'll upgrade and then start analyzing, okay, how do I get to the next level? I want to get to that first level first and then go up. I don't want to start down here and then just go straight up to there, because, you know, that just sets you up for failure. So what's going to really help you a lot is if you use a program like BigView. Now, BigView has a free program, and we are paying for BigView. We subscribe for the year. I wish I had done this sooner, because it's making my life a lot easier. This is the last video I shot. Here's my my text, and I mean, real simple.
Have you recently been turned down for a cash out refinance? Boy, do I feel your pain. I've been there myself, along with so many others. You're not alone. Hey, I'm Paul Fedynich with the VIP Home Team at eXp Realty. My specialty is serving to solve problems, and if you're open-minded, I may have what you need to help get you into a better situation. Call me today at 407-744-1681 for a discreet conversation about your options.
So that's done in 32 seconds. Well, that one was done in 35, but then I was able to cut it down to 32 seconds. And that's going to go to people that I have a list of people that have tried to do a cash out refinance, but they couldn't because they had poor credit. And so that was done pretty quick and easy. I just created my script. I uploaded the script to here. And did it look like I was reading a script? I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but I mean, it's just, you know, it's a genuine, authentic type video going to people. I feel their pain. And so now what I can do is I can go in here and say, okay, now I'm gonna edit this. This video maker is like phenomenal. Oh, I should have already gone in there. All right, let me go. It's going to select the captions. So it's going to automatically put the captions on the video for me. Should have already been done. Yeah. Where are you at? I know I've had this open in Video Maker before already, so I don't know why it's not going there. Added captions, okay. So what it did was it told me it added the captions. And so now here's the Video Maker. So now, real easily, this is broken up into different segments. And so if I wanted to, I can easily go here and say, you know what, I want to go ahead and change out the image. And I want to put a statistic or some other graphic there. I can go into here, and for, well, this segment is 2 seconds. This one here is 3 seconds. So I can put it in there for as many segments as I want, or whatever the case might be. I might want to go ahead and add my logo. So let's see. Actually, I think this one might fit better. So I'm going to add the logo. We want it visible on all scenes. And so here's our logo up here. So I might want to choose one that's got the solid background instead, because it's kind of like kind of stuck. I think this one here, let me see. I think that one's got the white background. There we go. But it's a little bit big. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to shrink it down a little bit. So there's the logo up top. We want it visible. And it's going to be on all screens. I mean, it's just that simple, right? I mean, this is all it takes to be able to create a video and be able to get it uploaded. Now I created this, as a short, so this will get uploaded into the YouTube Shorts. This could also be a reel on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok if you want. But this was like, I had subscribed to this actually a couple years ago, and I just couldn't get a handle on it, so I unsubscribed. But I tried it again, and I'm just like, wow, I've really been missing out. This is a phenomenal tool to get you started with shooting videos. And I was out on a property. One of my things that I struggle with when I'd be touring a model home is, especially if there's multiple model homes, I'd be like, all right, so how many bedrooms and bathrooms is this, and how many square feet? And then I'd start the video, and then I'd start getting them mixed up. So what I can actually do now is I'll pull up the Big View app, and I'll just speak in, and I'll say, I'll speak out the script that I want to say. I'll reread it. If everything looks okay, great. If not, I'll go ahead and just make some corrections on there to make sure I have it right. And now when I'm holding up my camera, I'm reading the text right there on the screen. So it makes it a lot more accurate, more seamless, and more professional. So now I don't have an affiliate link for any of these programs I'm telling you about. I don't care about that. This is just something I've gone through trial and error trying to figure out, and be able to, make life a lot easier for me. So that is kind of YouTube in a nutshell. It goes much deeper. It really does. And there's just no way that we can cover everything in an hour. But this is, again, since you guys are not using YouTube, I don't want to blow you away with all the stuff and overwhelm you. I want you to be introduced to it and be able to know that you can just go get started with this thing. It's really not a big deal to get started. It doesn't have to be perfect from the beginning. And as you get things going, you can always fall back to your earlier videos and fix them up and make them better. But right now, it's like, just do it. Just do your videos and get them out there. Do videos of you, at a restaurant, right? Just shoot a restaurant. Hey, this is one of my favorite places to go. Ellie, you do this all the time. I see it on Facebook. Just take that, and now you're doing a cross promotion of somebody else's business. That's going to get you a lot more looks and views too, and especially if you can tag them in any way. Model homes. We all go to model homes, right? And you want to preview things. You go to broker opens. You go to the builder open houses at, when they're having the broker events. Just shoot some video. You know what? It doesn't matter if there's other people in your video. You don't need to be talking through your video if you don't want to. You can add a voiceover after the fact. I've got plenty where I'm out front, I'm doing my recording of introducing the house, and I say, let's go inside. So I'll cut it off, and now I'm going to turn it around and I'm walking through this way. because you know what? This side of the camera takes a lot better shot than me up here walking backwards, trying to talk about the unit, walking in the doors and walls, and the quality of video is just 10 times better coming from this side. So I'll walk through, kind of zooming around. And I've had an editor that has come through, and like he might speed it up and then slow it down, speed it up, slow it down. You can add music behind it. You can add your voiceover. You can do both. But don't let it overwhelm you, because this is the wave of the future, and this is how you're going to be able to market yourself without spending a fortune to get it done. And if you want to spend some money, you can go ahead and find. There's some guys that are really kicking butt with their video channels and everything. Spend a few bucks, get your ad on their page. So that way, people that are going there, they say, hey, oh, wow, who's this? I like this message. You just got to be able to grab them in the first few seconds, because otherwise in 5 seconds, they're going to hit skip video or skip ad. So, but it gives you the opportunity to be able to get out there in front of other people. So it doesn't hurt to spend a few bucks, but you don't have to. If you do it right, get the good SEO, right keywords, people are going to find your videos. And then the thing with the video is it's personal. It's people get to know you. And that's what's going to help draw them in, right? It's more attraction than it is going out, seeking. And so when you get people that actually come to you because they like something that you do, something that you say, those are the people that become a little bit more loyal too, because they already know, like, and trust you. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. What kind of questions you got? No questions? Was that informative? Let's say that again.
I said I barely have enough time just to do the one platform.
Well, you're right, and that's just it. It's how do you find the time to do this? And it is a challenge, right? I'm at a point where I pull my hair out some days, and I'm like, man, we've got to hire an assistant, because I'm just doing all this stuff, all the social media stuff and all this. And I keep getting told I got to get on the TikTok, and I'm just like, no. But I know the importance, right? And look, and you don't have to do it all. You really don't. If you have a social media channel that is working for you and you don't have the time to add on, don't. Continue to do what's working for you and just do more of that. But if you're looking to do something more to be able to generate attracting some buyers and sellers, then this is a great avenue to do that. I know we've spent a fortune on advertising and trying to attract buyers and sellers, and boy, we've got an abundance. Like I said, we have done some tremendous lead generation, but with that comes a lot more work. When people seek you out, these are generally people more serious, ready to go, and they've already kind of made a connection with you. It's not just an ad that they saw on Facebook that they're scrolling. It's like, oh, pretty house. Let me click on learn more. And because, I get that a lot. I'm like, well, tell me, how much is that house? I'm like, well, that house isn't available. That's an ad. But that's the house I want. Well, that's why that picture is there, because it's a house that is very attractive. So, so look, you can't do it all. And that's one of my downfalls, is I try to do it all. But you have to just figure out what works best for you and just do more of that. And it's like spinning plates, if you have one or two going, you get those going good. Well, now maybe I want to add a third one, right? And get that going really well. So, but and hopefully at some point too, you're able to have maybe a virtual assistant that can help you with some of that stuff to take some of the burden off, so it's not consuming all of your time.
Brian, do you have a YouTube channel? Did I subscribe to that this week?
I do have a YouTube channel.
I think I
You
did.
you guys might have, similar to Paul. I'm doing a million things at a million times, so I haven't looked at the list of subscribers, but we do have one. It's just Tuesday
Yeah.
Lending on there.
Yeah. I think that's what I saw.
Hey, Paul Fedynich here with the VIP
Whoops.
home. Look, we just wanted to-
Yeah, and that's one thing too I wanted to share with you too. Let me just share my screen again real quick. So on our channel, what I like is that when you get to 100 subscribers, which is why I work so hard to get to 100
Hey, Paul
subscribers,
Fedynich here with the VIP home.
I have my own name up here on the URL. If you remember, it had just a bunch of gobbledygook there. You know, if you just go there, there's a bunch of gobbledygook. But now I can just use this name. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat, because if you guys wouldn't mind, I would love if you would subscribe to our channel. So you can go there just by clicking on that. But that's where I put a push on, right? I put a push to get our subscribers up to 100. And then I got our name. Now, living in Orlando was long gone. I mean, that's been taken for a while. So, but because we are the VIP home team, I've got living in Orlando as a VIP. I thought that would be really good to go with. So, so that's what we did there. You can come up with your own channel. You know, for my speaking and training channel, I've got, you know, came up with Finish with Fedynich, because I thought that would just kind of be cute. And that's why I got that. And I got the finish line, and I got the flames and checkered flag and all that good stuff. So you can kind of come up with your own thing and create something. Like it can be a lot of fun as well. You know, this is the creative side of what we do that does make a lot of what we do more enjoyable, because we get to get creative and use the other side of our brain. Can be frustrating at times, but I think, you know, it's finding the right niche for yourself in the marketing side of things to be able to attract more buyers and sellers into your business. So who's going to go out and get their YouTube channel started? There we go. All right, good. And look, you know, you can reach out anytime. If you have questions, need some help with something, reach out. You know, I'm open to helping anybody that needs a little bit of help getting started, because you're going to have some questions. You're going to get a little frustrated. Well, how do I do this, or how do I do that? It's not so black and white. But, you know, I showed you the content. My initial description and tags and my setup on my title is all in a Word document. And so I started, before I had TubeBuddy, I used to pull up that Word document and just copy and paste. And everything, you know, everything had a similarity to it. Then I found TubeBuddy, and it's like, wow, I can reuse my content. I'm like, yeah, it makes it even simpler and easier. So, you know, because look, I want to reuse a lot of that stuff. That's what's getting me the SEO. And then I'll put a different description that's unique to that video up at the top. So, yeah, actually, Brian, that'd be great if you want to share the contact information for your guy that does all that. That would be fantastic. Because, you know, sometimes it's not as costly as you think it might be to outsource some of that to somebody that can help get it done. So,
Sweet. I'll share his page in the Facebook group, so everybody can.
Okay, have it. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. And that way it'll be there whenever anybody wants to have it. In fact, maybe even when I upload the video, if you put it in the comments there, so that way it sticks to the video too. But yeah, I mean, look, there's so much more to what you can do here with YouTube, but you know, like I said, in an hour, we really don't have the time to take a deep dive. But we went deep enough, and hopefully that'll help you get started. Down the road, you know, if some of you do get started, we can do a next level class in the YouTube and get you to, you know, that next level. But for now, just create your videos, start getting them uploaded, scroll through your phone, looking for videos that you've already shot. Maybe some even pictures that you've taken of some fantastic model homes. Like even the stuff I took from Golden Oak. I mean, it's old, but that's okay. And once I get that all input here and I use the keywords, you know, who knows, maybe I'll find a Golden Oak buyer or seller, you know, and because they're searching Golden Oak, and then there up pops my video. So
Do you use Canva to make them into videos?
Exactly. Yeah. So just upload your photos to Canva, make a video. We talked about that last week. I showed you how I made a video, you know, for a Facebook ad. I used 7 or 8 photos and created a, was it about a 30-second video, and yeah, added text to the photos as well. And I don't remember if I added music to that or not, but you can.
Yeah, you did. You can do that in Canva too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Canva has music.
Yeah. So, and you can do all of that. I think you can do all of that with the free version of Canva. All right. So there's really no excuse now. You don't have to spend any money. So yeah, now you just have to go through and do it. Now, you know, and what you can do is look, emulate others. Go find some people on YouTube that are killing it. Look at what they're doing on their videos. Copy them. That's what I was doing. I was doing it from a guy in Texas, and just kind of emulating them as much as I could, with still trying to make it my own. But I'm like, okay, I look at how he's setting up his title, how, you know, how he's doing this, how he's doing that, and just kind of trying to do it the same way. You know, my mentor set me up with the original description. He had it already laid out. It's the same description that others are using. All I had to do is make it more my own, make it my personal. And all right, Brian, thanks for letting us know. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, look, copy things that are working. Like, nobody has to reinvent the wheel with this stuff. You know, nobody has to be so unique. Just go out and see, look at what's working, and emulate that, make it your own, and just do it.
Thanks, Paul.
Sure. Any other questions on this? No. Bill, you gonna get your YouTube channel up and running?
I don't think so.
Bill, if I were you, I'd grab each time you do a little video, I'd grab a different dog. Don't you have
There
like
you
a
go.
dozen of them there? So
Yeah,
I think,
we're up to 10.
yeah, that
Up
could
to
be your
10.
stick.
Wow.
So every time a different dog in your lap, and just do a short video.
Yeah, you can
Cool.
be the dog whisperer.
That's right. I love it.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't have to be long. Look, you know, and even if you're doing it on social media, you know, a 10 or 15-second video is all you got to do. You know, if you got the dog on your lap, the dog's the hook. People
Yeah.
love videos with dogs, and
One's wagging his tail. Look.
yeah, yeah, you know,
Cool. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Here.
yeah,
That's an idea. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. That can help Eden too. So,
Yep, I gotta go.
all right, guys. Well, look,
Thank
it's
you.
been,
Thank you very
it's been
much.
great. I
Thank you.
appreciate y'all being here.
Oops.